Once upon a time, in the grand city of Rome, where marble statues glistened in the sunlight and the Colosseum stood as a monument to human ingenuity, lived Emperor Marcus Aurelius. One fine afternoon, he decided to take a walk through the imperial orchard, the sprawling Eden filled with fruit-bearing trees and flowers that exhaled their perfumed breath into the air. This oasis was a place of solace for Marcus, a sanctuary where he found tranquility away from the demands of rule and governance. As Marcus wandered through rows of apple trees, their branches heavy with the weight of ripe fruit, he noticed a subtle movement. His eyes narrowed, and there, he saw a young boy, barely a teenager, hastily plucking apples and stuffing them into a tattered sack. With a gentle but stern expression, Marcus approached the young thief who, upon recognizing the emperor, froze like a deer caught in the moonlight. The air thickened, and for a moment, one could hear nothing but the rustle of leaves and the distant chirping of crickets.
Why do you steal these apples?
Marcus Aurelius asked.
Because I am hungry, sir.
The boy stammered, his eyes unable to meet Marcus's gaze.
And if you were not caught, would you continue to steal?
The boy hesitated, his eyes searching the ground as if it would offer an escape route or an answer. Finally, he nodded, admitting his intention with a sense of resignation. Marcus,
listen to me, young one. The apples you pilfer may satisfy your hunger momentarily, but the gnawing ache of guilt and the burden of dishonesty will remain. These invisible chains are far weightier than any physical restraint.
The boy's eyes lifted, meeting Marcus's gaze for the first time, as if awakened to a new perspective. Marcus,
virtue is its own reward. Take these apples, but consider them a gift from the orchard you sought to steal from. However, remember this. Return here and replace what you've taken by offering your labor to tend these trees.
The young boy nodded, a newfound light of understanding dawning in his eyes. He accepted the apples Marcus handed to him, but this time, there was no heaviness in his soul, only the weight of the fruit in his hands and a lesson carved into his heart. From that day on, the boy returned to the orchard, not as a thief, but as a tender of trees. He worked diligently, learning the rhythm of nature, and discovering that the fruits of honesty and labor were far sweeter than those stolen in haste. And so, Marcus Aurelius's orchard became more than just a haven of flora. It became a garden of virtues, sown with the seeds of wisdom and tended by the hands of integrity. The orchard thief demonstrates the Stoic emphasis on virtue and understanding over punitive actions. Instead of punishing the boy for stealing, Marcus Aurelius offers compassion, understanding the root cause of the boy's actions. The story underscores the Stoic belief that virtuous action is its own reward, and teaching virtue is more impactful than imparting fear. In today's society, quick judgments and punitive actions are often the norm, sometimes overlooking the underlying causes of behavior. Marcus's response to the orchard thief prompts us to approach transgressions with empathy, seeking understanding before reacting. In schools, workplaces, or even personal relationships, fostering an environment of compassion and teaching through understanding can often lead to more meaningful and lasting transformations. True leadership and wisdom lie not in exerting power and control, but in fostering understanding and encouraging virtue. Marcus Aurelius's response to the young thief serves as a timeless reminder of the importance of compassion and the lasting impact of teaching through understanding. Think of a time when you were quick to judge or punish without seeking understanding. How might a compassionate, Marcus Aurelius-inspired approach have led to a different outcome?